In the following example, we are asked to find the lengths of each side and the measure of each angle for the right triangle. So let's first start off by noting what we know. We know the hypotenuse length to be 293 feet. We know this angle right here, angle A, to be 1320. And we know this is a right angle of 90 degrees. So what we're going to do here is we're going to use some trigonometry, the trigonometric ratios to find the remaining sides. But this angle B here is actually quite easy to figure out because we know that the angles in a triangle add up to equal 180 degrees. And this angle right here is 90 degrees, therefore the remaining part has to add up to equal 90. So angle A plus angle B has to equal 90 degrees. So what we're going to do is we are going to take 90 degrees and we're going to subtract this 13 degrees in 20 minutes and we're going to find angle B. And then we're going to set this up with sine, cosine, tangent perhaps and find the missing sides. So let's go ahead and start off with that. I'm going to have 90 degrees and I am going to subtract 13 degrees and 20 minutes. Now I don't have any minutes here, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is borrow 1 degree. So this is going to become 89 degrees and 60 minutes, okay? And then I think we're in business. 60 minutes minus 20 minutes is 40 minutes. And then 9 minus 3, of course, is 6. 8 minus 1, 7. So we have calculated angle B to be 76 degrees. 76 degrees and 40 minutes. So we've got that there and I wrote that down. Okay, perfect. Now what we're going to do is find side A. All right, well, in order to find side A, I'm going to use the fact that I was given this angle right here. And I'm going to see, okay, if I want to find side A, I for sure know the hypotenuse. So let me go ahead and write that down. The hypotenuse, that's a given. The longest side of the triangle is the hypotenuse, and it's always opposite of the 90-degree angle. And then right across from angle A, side A, is the opposite, okay? And right next to it, side B in this case, is the adjacent side. Okay, cool. So let's see here. I know the hypotenuse, but I want to find the opposite. So SOHCAHTOA. Let me write that down real quick. SOHCAHTOA. SOHCAHTOA. Okay. So in this case, I want to find the opposite. I know the hypotenuse. That's a case for SO, the sine function. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the sine of, let's see here, 13 degrees, 20 minutes equals the opposite, which in this case, I'm just going to call the variable A because I don't know, divided by the hypotenuse, which is 293 degrees. Okay, there we go. That's the first setup. All right. So now in order to get the side A rather by itself, we're going to multiply both sides by 293 to clear the fraction. So 293, 293, and then this is gone. There you go. So side A is going to be this, 293 sine of 13 degrees, 20 minutes. And you're just going to punch that in on your calculator. So I'll leave that to you. Let me go ahead and start writing down what I know. Angle B is going to be 76 degrees, 40 minutes. Side A is going to be this on the calculator, which I will write to be 67.57 feet. Okay. Now you can find side B if you are clever enough by using the Pythagorean theorem. So that's definitely a possibility. But since we're still learning about trigonometry, let's go ahead and use the trigonometric ratios. So let's do another calculation. Let's see here. Let me erase this real quick. I'm jumping the gun. So we know the hypotenuse again, and we want to find the adjacent side in this case. So SOHCAHTOA. Well, that's the case for the cosine. So then the cosine of 13 degrees and 20 minutes equals, okay, the adjacent, which we're going to call side B, divided by the hypotenuse, which we're going to say is 293. Okay, so again, multiply both sides by 293, and then you're going to enter this right here on your calculator, and you'll get the side length of B, which if you punch this in on your calculator, you're going to get 285.10 feet. So these right here are the answers to this question. We've satisfied everything that we needed to satisfy by solving the complete triangle. Now I'm going to give you a little note here. Notice that I used what was given, 13 degrees 20 minutes, in both calculations as opposed to using this one. Now the reason behind that is because if I made an error in this calculation right here, then it would make both of these wrong as well. But this was given, and I know that at least I should get 2/3 of the question correct. And if this was multiple choice, it might help you narrow down the answer as well. Okay, so this is the complete triangle solved.